Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Zach with IT Career Questions, and today we are going to do our RSA Conference 2019 follow-up. Stay tuned. So as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I was brought out to the RSA Conference this year by my good friends over at Circadence. I love these guys. I have to tell you that right off the bat. These guys are phenomenal. I got to hang out with a lot of their crew over there at RSA this year, and I learned a lot about what they do. I thought I knew a lot about what they did before, but I really learned a lot this time. If you guys are unfamiliar with what Circadence does, I have a couple videos that I've released prior to this where I talk about their Project Ares gamified cybersecurity training platform, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, honestly, it really truly is. And that's what I heard. Like, as we talk to people coming by the booth, understanding what they do and understanding what they are looking for. As we talk to them about what Project Ares does, they were kind of blown away by it. They're like, we have been waiting to see something like this happen for a while. I can't believe a platform like this exists. So a lot of times people would stop, they'd come take a look, they'd go through a demo, and they'd just be blown away by it. So the feedback that I initially received by these people it was just amazing. It was just great to hear that not only do I feel like this is a great platform that people can learn from, other professionals in the cybersecurity field also feel like it's a great platform. And this is by no means a plug saying that you guys have to go check these guys out, but this truly is a game-changing platform that can help you learn cybersecurity. Again, I have other videos that I've done prior to this that can tell you a little bit more about Project Ares and Circadence, but I will be doing a lot more in the future, so stay tuned for those. Go check out the old videos so you can learn a little bit more about it because, again, mind-blowing, seriously. So back to the RSA conference. What was the value that I got from it? What can I share with you guys that I really took back from this conference? Because honestly, this was a conference that I was not prepared for. I was not prepared to see all the things that I saw. It was just ginormous. It was huge. I thought Black Hat was a big conference, and I'm not saying that this is bigger than Black Hat. It could be, but it's just huge. There's so many people. I think somebody said that there was 30 or 40,000 people there. I know there's a big difference between 30 and 40,000, but there was a lot of people there. I just was not expecting that as I kind of walked into the show floor, and I was just taken back by it. There were so many vendors and stuff there, and if you wanted to actually take the time and understand what some of these people were doing, it would actually take probably a good day or two to go through all of them. And that's cool and all. I mean, if you want to go there and talk to vendors and see what kind of new technologies that they're bringing to the table, see if they're hiring even, it's a great place to do that. Now, unfortunately, I did not have time to see any of the sessions. Now, that's something that I'm a little bit upset about. However, I was there to do something completely separate and go and listen to some sessions. But the good thing that I can tell you is that the people that I did talk to and ask, hey, how was this session? Or did you enjoy any of the sessions? A lot of the feedback was really well. I didn't really receive any negative feedback. There's maybe a couple little negative pieces here and there. But overall, I'd say the feedback was positive. They liked the sessions. They liked what was being talked about. So that on that side is good. Now, I did get to watch a replay of one of the sessions, and this was with a young girl from Deerfield, Illinois, which is really close to where I'm at. And it was phenomenal to see her up on stage talking about what she is doing in cybersecurity and why that's important. I'm going to put a link to that in the description below so you guys can see that, because again, it's just phenomenal to see this happening at RSA. Now, I'm really upset that I did actually get to miss this live because that would have been a really cool experience, but the replay is just as valuable. And there are lots of other replays out there open to you for free if you guys are looking to see like any of the keynotes or any other sessions they did put out there for free for you guys to view. So make sure you guys check out the link in the description for that stuff. Really a lot of valuable stuff there. Now, going back to what I gained, what the value was for me. Now, I was able to talk with many professionals in the cybersecurity field, and that was my big takeaway. Like, that was something that made me really happy to be able to do. I was able to talk to everyone from CISO to actual analysts to people who are looking to get into the field to students, teachers. The whole gambit was there. I mean, if you were involved in cybersecurity or you want to be involved in the cybersecurity field, there was somebody there that represented just about every single area of the field. So I was able to talk with many people, just have little discussions here and there. I wasn't able to interview everybody, but I did get a lot of interviews while I was there. So make sure you guys stay tuned for those. They're gonna be really awesome. But the value. The one question that I would ask some of these people during conversation is, if somebody's looking to get into cybersecurity, what are the things that you are seeing the most of that could potentially help some of these people? And I also asked them, what are the weaknesses that you are seeing with the people who are looking to get into this field as well? And across the board, I mean, this is across the board. Everybody pretty much said either identical to one another or something along the lines of the people who are entering the cybersecurity field now do not have the fundamentals behind their cybersecurity certifications or their cybersecurity degrees. Now, this is one thing I was like, took me back a little bit. I said, all right, expand on this a little bit. And each one of them said, well, they can go out and they can go and study for any cybersecurity certification that they want to, and they can pass it, and that's great. They can start from nothing. They can go out and take the CEH certification, for instance, and then they're gonna think that they're automatically qualified for a pen test job, right? Now, you would think, yeah, okay, possibly, maybe. However, they do not have the fundamentals that would actually teach them all of the different technologies that would be required with that CEH. And again, if this isn't sinking in, it falls in line with degrees as well, cybersecurity degrees. Now, they'll teach you many of the things that you need to know about being a cybersecurity analyst or just being in the cybersecurity field in general, right? They'll walk you through some of the different certifications as well. However, you're still not gaining the fundamentals of technology that really back up everything that you're learning about cybersecurity. Now, this is where one company really comes into play really hard for me that I push all the time. I talk to you guys and I love them, which is CompTIA, because they actually cater their certifications towards entry-level roles. They actually teach you the fundamentals behind many of the technologies that are required to be a cybersecurity professional. Now, this is true, right? And this is what also explained partly why CompTIA was actually at the RSA conference, because they're trying to represent that more cybersecurity professionals really need to understand some of the fundamentals of technology as a whole before they dive deep into the cybersecurity field. So another thing with that was, well, these people are getting their cybersecurity degrees. They're getting these cybersecurity certifications. Now, they can go out, maybe they can get a cybersecurity job. Everybody's hiring. That was the other thing. There's 300,000, 1 million, 3 million cybersecurity jobs open right now, right? You heard that everywhere you went. However, you may not get a role in cybersecurity, even with a cybersecurity degree or certifications, if you do not have prior experience, and you especially don't have the fundamentals to back some of this stuff up. Now, what some of these people were saying was they're finding that some of these people who have cybersecurity degrees or certifications are being hired in cybersecurity roles. But the training that actually has to go back into these people is at least 3 times more than you would have with somebody who already contains or has knowledge of the fundamentals to back up some of these different technologies, concepts, and things like that. So that's kind of a real eye-opener for me. That's something that I really focused on very heavily. If we are not teaching the fundamentals behind these technologies to people who are looking to get into cybersecurity, we're almost setting them up for failure. Now, whose fault is that? Well, I mean, if you look at colleges and things like that who offer cybersecurity, degrees and training paths, if they're not showing you the fundamentals beforehand, they're not showing you the concepts of what is behind, like the CompTIA A+, for instance, shame on them, because those are real core concepts and skills that you need to know in the IT world. Now again, yeah, you can get a job and you can learn these things. However, now again, here at the employer level, now they're looking at you like, oh, now we have to do 3 times more training on this person for them to actually understand what Active Directory is and how Active Directory works and group policy works and things like that. Now, those are maybe just a small portion of technologies that you might want to know as you're looking into the cybersecurity field, right? And it's just a vast, vast field. But having those fundamentals, that was huge. That was one of the biggest things that everybody across the board talked about. And I'm so glad that I actually just went up to people, talked to them, went to different booths and talked to the people there, talked to actually some of the developers, talked to other cybersecurity professionals in the field, just to understand what they're seeing and what I can do to help. Because the whole reason this channel exists, again, is to help you. I want to help you and I want to watch you succeed. Now, I asked these people what you guys can do to succeed, and obviously you should know the answer by now, which is know and understand the fundamentals. So if you're looking to even get into the cybersecurity field and you don't know the fundamentals, now I'm not saying you have to go out and get an A+. By all means, you do not have to do that. But set your sights at an entry-level role. Because once you get in an entry-level role, like help desk for instance, you're gonna get every single piece of technology thrown your way. You're going to have to understand how everything in a business organization works. Now you're not gonna have to understand it to the full level. You're not gonna have to be an expert in all of these technologies, but you will need to understand the fundamentals behind all of these different technologies. And getting an entry-level role is one thing that can greatly help you understand that. So don't shoot for the stars initially, because it might shoot yourself in the foot and you don't want that. So that was my big takeaway from RSA 2019. That was something that, as you know, I was talking with people, it really resonated with me. That was my takeaway. I'm gonna do more videos where I talk more specifically into this, because I think that it's really important that people understand this and look at what is actually required for some of the different cybersecurity roles before they start looking to actually, getting into them. And maybe you're halfway there, you're almost there, but here's the things that you guys need to understand if you really want to be successful in this field. So that was, again, my big takeaway. And now I want to go back and talk about CompTIA, because again, they were there, which was phenomenal to see. I actually did an interview with James Stanger from CompTIA. He is their evangelist. He's a really great guy, really awesome. He's really funny. Really enjoyed interviewing with him, talking with him. We actually did a live feed on Facebook, I believe. So I'll post a link to that, but I'll also have a video that I'll, edit up and make look kind of pretty if we can. Now, the fact that CompTIA was there really caught me by surprise. And if it caught me by surprise, it caught a lot of other people by surprise also. Why is CompTIA here? Now, CompTIA, again, they produce certifications that are very fundamental based, very entry-level based, right? They have the certifications like the Pen Test and the CISA, Security Plus. Those are all security related. Why were they there? I told you why they were there. I mean, they're really there representing the fact that, hey, we're here in the cybersecurity field and we're trying to help people who are looking to get into jobs, and we are laying the foundations of these different technologies that can help you. So not only were they there for that, they were there for many other reasons as well, but we'll talk more about that in other videos. However, I stopped by their booth another day and they actually gave me the Network Plus study book, which I will be giving away to you guys, and I'll be doing that in another video as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that, because that'll be very exciting. And last but not least, I am also doing a $50 Amazon giveaway. If you guys have used any online training platform at all, there's a link in the description to this video below where you guys can go. You can fill out this questionnaire basically, and then you'll be registered to win a $50 Amazon gift card, which maybe not a lot, but hey, it's 50 bucks and it takes you maybe like 3 minutes to fill out. But I really want to put a video together that talks about some of the best training providers that are out there. And I want real world user experience to provide some value in this video. So if you guys can take the time, fill out that questionnaire. I'd greatly appreciate that. And that's all I got for you guys today. So as always, take it easy.